Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. So as promised, here I am with the next video. Today we'll be dealing with the problems related to speed, distance and time. Before continuing, let's see the answers for the homework that was given in the last video. So let's begin. So here, rather than solving it again, which consumes a lot of time, I have solved it beforehand. Take the screenshots and tally with your answers. So the sixth one, that is for homework, the first one was option C is the correct answer, and then seventh is D, and then eighth is A. So take the screenshots and then tally with your answers. So now let's begin with today's class. So we all know that what is speed, distance and time. What we must understand is how to solve them in an easy way. So first let's understand the formulae. That is speed equal to distance by time. Distance equal to speed into time. And time equal to distance divided by speed, and then average speed will be calculated as 2xy divided by x plus y, whereas x and y are the two speeds given. Now to convert any number or any given data from kilometer per hour into meters per second, we have to multiply that number with 1000 divided by 3600, which gives us x into 5 by 18. So if we have to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, we have to do vice versa. That is the digit multiplied by 18 by 5. So now you know the formulas. Let's continue with the examples. If Rahul covers 80 kilometers in 5 hours, then find his speed. As you know, what is the formula for speed? Speed equal to d by t. Here, d is 80 kilometers divided by 5 hours, which will give us 16 kilometer per hour. Now, we have to convert this into meter per second. So, what I said? 16 into 5 divided by 18, which gives us 4.44 meter per second. Quite easy, right? So now you understood how to calculate the speed. Speed equal to distance divided by time. Distance is 80 kilometer. Time is 5 hours, which gives us 16 kilometers per hour. Converting this 16 kilometers into meter per second, which becomes 4.44 meters per second. So now next, if Ananya travels 16 kilometers in 2 hours, then how much distance will be covered in 5 hours? So now what all we know now? We know the distance covered and we know the time. So now we should find the speed. Again, speed equal to d by t. So here speed equal to d by t, which gives us 8. Now if this is the speed, now this here the speed is, we know the speed that we have calculated the speed now, and the time is given as 5 hours. Then what they were asked for is the distance. Then what is the distance formula? Distance formula is d equal to s into t, which gives us what is s? S is 8, and what is t? T is 5, which gives us 40. That is 40 kilometers. The distance covered will be 40 kilometers in 5 hours. Now, next question. It took 5 hours in traveling from city A to city B. Speed in the first half of the journey was 50 kilometers per hour, and in the second half was 65 kilometers per hour. Find the average speed and the total distance between A and B. So I hope you have understood the question. If not, just pause the video and read the question to yourself. So from A to B, there is some distance covered. So initially when it was started, there was speed 1 was 50 km per hour and speed 2 was 65 kilometers per hour. Now, as you know, in the before I have in the beginning of the video, I said you the formula of the average speed. So average speed formula will be 2x into y divided by x plus y. This will be giving us 2 into 50 into 65 divided by 50 plus 65. So add all the calculate all this and we'll be getting like 6500 divided by 115, which gives us the answer 56.52 kmph. So you calculate this by yourself once again, and then now we know this is the average speed. Now we have to calculate the distance between A and B. So how to calculate the distance? Distance between A and B will be S into T. That is the average speed of this journey, and then T is the time taken to travel from A to B. So average speed is 56.52 into time is 5 hours, which gives us the answers 282.6 kilometers. So now you understood? So here I have solved using two formulas. Here are 3 questions. So now you know how to solve, how to get speed and how to get distance, and you also know how to get average speed. I hope you have understood these 3. Let's take some difficult questions, or a sort of difficult questions. Manoj would have walked 40 km more if he walks at the speed of 14 km per hour instead of 10 km per hour. How much distance has he covered now? So before solving, we have to analyze whatever is given in the question. What is given? If he walks at if he walks at 14 km per hour, he would have walked 40 kilometers more. So now he has walked x kilometers for 10 km per hour. So let's take this data. So for 10 kilometers per hour, he has walked x. Okay. To 14 km per hour, he would have walked x plus 40. So here time will remain constant, because if you read the question once again, you will understand that the time is constant. T is constant. So if this is constant, now we have to take the ratio, like S1 by S2 equal to D1 by D2, which gives us S1 is 10 kilometers per hour and then S2 is 14 kilometers per hour, equal to 10 kilometer will be x, and then here 14 will be x plus 40. So now we have to cross multiply this and go on solving the equation. So now this gives us 10 into x plus 40 equal to 14x, which gives us 400 plus 14x. This gives us 4x equal to 400, x equal to 100. So x is the distance he has covered now. So he has covered 100 kilometers. I hope you got it. So let's move to the next question. A person walks a distance in 2 hours at the speed of 5 kilometers per hour. How much time will he take if he runs at the speed of 15 kilometers per hour? I hope you understood the question. There's a person, he is walking some distance in 2 hours at 5 kilometers per hour speed. How much time will he be taking if he runs at the speed of 15 kilometers per hour? So now we have to find the distance first. What is the formula to find the distance? To find the distance, it is S into T, which will give us 2 into 5, which is 10 kilometers. So distance is 10 kilometers. Now, how much time will he take if he runs at the speed of 15 kilometers? So what we have to find here is, it is time. What is the formula for time? Time is distance by speed. So what is the distance here? It is 10 kilometers. Then what will be the speed? Speed is at 15 kilometers. So when we divide this, we will be getting 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is the time. But 2 by 3 of what? 2 by 3 of 60 minutes. Of 60 minutes. So 60 into 2 by 3, which gives us 20 which will be giving us 40 minutes. So now this person will be taking 40 minutes if he runs at the speed of 15 kilometers per hour. Understood? Understood the question, how to convert time, hours into minutes and all? Okay. Now, next question. If a train crosses a platform in 9 seconds at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour, then what is the length of the platform? So before answering this question, whenever there is the it is given as a platform or a train or a bus or some vehicle is moving, then the length of that is taken as the distance. The length of this train here, assume this train or a platform, that will be taken as the distance in this questions. So now let's solve. A train crosses a platform in 9 seconds. So T is 9 seconds. Speed is 50 kilometers per hour. Then what is the length of the platform? So length of the platform will be, length is distance. So what is distance? Distance is S into T. So now S is 50. Time is 9 seconds. But before solving this, see the difference here. Time is given in seconds and here the speed is given in kilometer per hours. Rather than converting this seconds into hours, it's better to convert this kmph into meter per seconds. So what we have to do? We have to multiply this by 5 by 18. So now this is what we have to solve now. So let's solve. 2s are 25s are. Okay. Sorry, it's 9. Then 9 ones are 9. So here we are left with 25 into 20 into 5, which gives us 125. 125 meters is the answer. Here's the next question. This question I have taken it from July 2018 retest question paper. So the question goes like, a man paid rupees 160 while traveling to 10 kilometers in a taxi, which has some initial fixed charges. Another man paid rupees 276 for traveling 16 kilometers and the taxi driver charged double of the initial fixed charges from him. Pause the video and read the question for yourself and then try to analyze what is given and what we have to find out. So now one man is traveling 160 kilometers one man is traveling 10 kilometers and paying 160 rupees. So we have to take it as, let's take him as A equal to, what is the data we have to write here is rupees is 160 and then distance is 10 kilometers. This is distance is 10 kilometers. And then B will be 76 and distance will be 16 kilometers. Taking this as in equation form, let the fixed charge be X, then per kilometer charge be Y. X is the fixed charge, that is the initial charge. This is the charge per kilometers. Now, as given in the question, X, some initial charge, plus 10Y, because he has traveled 10 kilometers. 10Y equal to 160 kilometers. This gives us an equation, X equal to 160 minus 10Y. Now this is the equation of A. Now the equation of B is 2x, because he has charged double from the first person, he has charged double for this second person. So 2x plus he has traveled for 16 kilometers. So 16y, and his amount is 276 rupees. Now let's take this as 1 and putting this equation in this equation, that is substituting 1 into 2. So we get X 160 minus 10y plus 16y equal to 276. Now go on solving this. We will be getting 320 minus 20y plus 16y equal to 276. So here 320 and then 276. Subtract this, we will be getting 44. And then taking this, both these side, 20y minus 16y gives us 4y. This implies y equal to 44 by 4, which gives us 11. So here x is 11. What is x? X is the fixed charge. So the fixed charge, so the fixed charge is x, and here we have found y. So what they have asked, they have even asked for the charges of the taxi per kilometers. So per kilometers it is 11 rupees. Yeah, you can see it once again. I'll explain once again. So we have to take all the inputs before, and upon the reading the question, what we see that there is some extra fixed charge and they charge y for every per kilometer. So this is the equation what we are getting. These are the two equations. Then substituting the equation 1 into equation 2, we get this equation, and on solving everything we will be getting y equal to 11. 11 is the charge per kilometers. I hope you have understood. Yeah. And then now we have solved 7 questions. So there are again 3 questions for homework. Take the screenshot of this homework and try to solve and get the correct answers, and comment in the comment box with the correct answers, and I will be mentioning the first person who have given the correct answers in the comment box. Thank you.